I don't want to do this anymore. Can I quit?
No,
High five me, man.
no. Let's
high five me,
Let's
man.
give it one more shot.
One more college try.
Okay.
When should we?
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
I mean, it's still rolling. So.
That's embarrassing.
Hello, Internet.
Hey, Internet.
I'm Brian.
I'm Greg.
We're D- Chats, and we're coming at you with another album review. But first, what did you listen to today, Greg? You first.
What I listened to?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, can you? I'm sorry. Can you phrase that in a different way? I didn't understand that.
If you turned on music today, voluntarily for your own enjoyment, what songs or artists did you put on willingly?
I don't really understand the question, but today I listened to the new Shellac album called Dude Incredible. It is a fucking cool album, man. If you have any experience with Steve Albini's other projects, Big Black, Rape Man, he has just the most quality noise rock, post-hardcore you will find. And I was really impressed with this album particularly, because on a lot of his previous albums, like At Action Park and everything, the first two tracks are awesome, and the quality just steadily goes down the drain. And this album was not like that. This album was super consistent. It had tons of fucking awesome tracks. And if you like Steve Albini's sense of weird analog, whatever he fucking does, and get Dude Incredible, it's awesome. What'd you listen to today?
The Temptations.
What the fuck, dude? It was 2014. He didn't know.
I love the Temptations. I love old soul, R&B, Motown. I love all that stuff. I think personally the Temptations were the most consistent group with some of the best songs you could ever hear, and particularly the album Getting Ready by the Temptations. Excellent front to back and produced by Smokey Robinson. So
nice.
Very, very cool mark in music history right there.
For sure. We're gonna review an album, man. It's an Information Society album, Hello World, which is how you pronounce it.
I don't think you pronounce the underscore.
It's called Hello World by Information Society. Who the fuck is Information Society? And why should I care?
Cool.
Why should I care?
Well, here's the thing. If you like synth pop, I'm talking 80s synth pop, straight front to back, that's their sound, Information Society would be the group for you to listen to. I mean, you had New Order, you had other acts like that, but for some reason, I don't know why, maybe it's a regional thing, because they're American, from Minneapolis. Information Society, their synth pop sound took a dark edge.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, it's huge.
They released their self-titled album in like 89 or something, late 80s, early 90s maybe. I don't remember. Their self-titled album. They made it big with the song "What's on Your Mind," and they are, besides that, largely underground.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
very
forgotten about. And they came out with a new album, which is their first in 7 years or so, which kind of, I think, is how they do things. They wait several years and come out with a new album, and it's called Hello World. What'd you think of it?
I was so into it. This is a great album because it's so unique to hear an 80s synth pop outfit today in 2014.
Yeah, I mean, like, it started off already really creatively, and it was a sort of electronic rock album you can put on, and even though this is 2014 and it sounds like synth pop, it's not anything you've heard before unless you've been following Information Society. It doesn't sound like you're throwing on an album that was released in like fucking 86. It sounds like a 2014 album. Mm-hmm. It had a lot of elements of what I saw, which was really impressive to me, a lot of elements of electro-industrial and other like EBM and stuff like that. There's really not something you hear in synth pop very often. So I was really impressed with it. The diversity of the instrumentation, the orchestration was genius, I thought.
And it's cool to hear a group like this today adapt to the technology that is at their disposal for their sound. I mean, they're using a lot of modern synth patches and crazy drops and everything, just like any of the best EDM composers today would do that. But their Information Society, they started in the late 80s. They had a different sound when they started, but they took that sound and put it in 2014. They weren't afraid to change themselves a little bit to update themselves. They sound updated. They sound great.
It sounds like an updated version of synth pop. I mean, there were some electronic acts. Like one that I name dropped when we were listening to the album was Skinny Puppy. updated their style. I mean, they're I think 2004 release, so The Greater Wrong of the Right. That sounds like an updated Skinny Puppy album. This sounds like an updated synth pop Information Society album.
It's so important to do that because you mentioned Steve Albini before.
Yeah.
You know, he is a guy who's just like, analog! Ma!
He does. He yells and says analog. And he says Cheerios, yelling about analog in the morning.
And these guys...
Good morning, Steve Albini.
These guys aren't afraid to do that. They are totally into what technology has to offer now. Not to mention, this is synth pop that you don't get lost in.
Definitely not.
There's a song structure to this.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of synth pop you can easily, like, it's very heavy on the groove, and it can get repetitive. It can just be synth pop for the sake of dancing and stuff like that. This is substantial. This is super substantial. Like, you will find everything you need in a synth pop, in my opinion. Everything you'll need in a synth pop album in this one. I wish there were. My biggest gripe, I think, is that I think he was kind of bitch about when they made this album, is they did not have enough really good hooks. That's the thing, that if I had to complain about one thing, it'd be they needed some more hooks, and if they had that, man, they'd be fucking gold.
Yeah, sure.
So is this an independent album?
This very well may be. I don't think that they're signed right now.
I mean, I don't know who would sign a synth pop act in 2014. Warner Brothers?
No.
Epic Records?
Stop.
EMI?
No, not them either.
What about EMI?
Yeah, maybe.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, I believe they're a completely independent act right now.
And they're just fucking making 2014 synth pop. They sound to me exactly like what some synthy industrial bands could have been like in the 90s, really. Like I was thinking that this could have been what Orgy wanted to be, you know? They didn't do a very good job with anything, but they covered a New Order song.
Conversely, this sounds like what 80s synth pop would sound like today.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think that if they had some of the technology, because this is so digital. I mean, this is so digital. You didn't get the sort of Kraftwerk influenced stuff that you got in the 70s and 80s and stuff like that. This was synths that you had at home. These were keyboards, you know what I mean? And they went in the studio and fucking made this album.
Wow. So it's called Hello World. If you're going to Google it, it's _ Hello World by Information Society.
Who would you recommend this to?
Oh gosh, if you want, oh god, I don't. You first. I don't know.
Me first?
Yeah, I don't know.
If you're the sort of person who listens to future pop or electro-industrial, or you have a backing with synth pop at all, but you want to hear something that's just a little more current, get this album. I mean, there's absolutely you won't be disappointed with it. It's fucking good. What about you?
Well, if you're just a fan of electronic music and you're sick of what's out there today in pop, check this out. It's underground synth pop electronica stuff. It's great.
Definitely. Throw it down to this shit. Information Society. We're D- chats. Is that what we are?
That's who we are.
D- chats.
Mm-hmm.
Bye. Bye.